playoff implications. You're facing Scherzer. You had your really good stuff. How much fun did you have out there?
Man, that's as good as it gets right there in the regular season. You know, competing against a future Hall of Famer and competing against a great quality team over there, and just as far as competing, that's every guy's dream right there. Competing against the best and this kind of atmosphere in September down the stretch. That's the kind of stuff I live for, Jimbo. That was exactly how I had it scripted too. We won that game, and now we go with some little momentum here. Beat two very good pitchers this series, and now we got to go beat those Cubs in Chicago. We hadn't beat them all year in Chicago. We're going to beat them this time.
So in terms of your stuff, it seemed like you were putting it where you wanted to put it today.
Well, that was the key. It's when you see some of the best golfers in the world, you got guys with all different kinds of game, right? You got guys like Dustin Johnson who can hit it a mile, and you got guys like Zach Johnson who have to be fine and lay up to the right spots and hit it really close to the pins and make their putts. And when Zach does that kind of stuff, he wins tournaments. And so today that was my approach going into today was sort of channel my inner Zach Johnson. Not try to do what Max is doing out there. Different games. Try to stay within myself and control everything I could control and trust the defense and just the main thing was that my main focus today was that no one was going to out-compete me. It just wasn't going to happen.
How do you explain what you've done at Busch Stadium day games this season? It's 6-0, it's 2 runs in 41 innings. It's insane.
You don't explain weird stuff like that. I remember in 2009 or 10, I think 10, I was like 11-0 at home or something until the very end of the year. And then, either a year before that or a year after that, I was like 10 or 11-0 on the road. Just weird stuff happens like that where your stuff lines up really good for whatever day, and the team you're facing. It's just, there's been a lot of games where on the road this year, 1 or 2 pitches here or there is the difference in 2 or 3 runs and a 0. So there's no way to really wrap your brain around that, except for this game is a crazy game that you can never expect the same thing to happen twice at.
Unofficially, this is the only time Schultz gone to the mound and the pitcher's been able to convince him to stay in. What did you say? How did you swing it?
I think I've done it twice.
Twice now?
Yeah, I think I've done it twice. No, it just was. I think if you're exuding confidence and he looked at me and I think he trusted me right there to get that out. That was earlier in the year in Washington against the Nationals. I got taken out, and I kind of lobbied for it after the fact. Maybe he was remembering that. I don't know. But I appreciated him trusting me there, and I'm glad we got that out. Thanks for
You're the only guy who could pull that off? I think that's the case.
No. We got a couple of these starters been pitching great down the stretch here. I think we got a couple guys that have earned that right, hopefully. But I think that's a gut feeling that Schulte has when he looks out there and he feels like the guy on the mound is still his best option. That's a great compliment to have.
Your last 4 starts, 27 innings, 1 earned run. I mean, this is the role that you're on. What is going right now? What have you found?
It's just sort of simplifying everything and figuring out exactly who I needed to be. I've been sort of searching for that correct mix all year, and now I'm really trying to read hitters and just only focusing on executing pitches and not trying to do anything else, and so simplifying it that way helps me a lot.
How much easier is it to just be able to pitch this time of the year instead of like the last couple of years when you're trying to work through?
Survive.
You're able to just get better and pitch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a good feeling to have pitched all year and still feel like I'm getting stronger and not feel like I'm broken. Last year was that was a tough one all year. I'm glad I got to pitch in September last year, but it was so tough just even to play catch. And a lot of those days I didn't play catch between starts before I went on a DL. I mean, it's just really tough. So I'm glad to be over that hump.
And if somebody says turn back the clock, is that offensive to you or a complimentary when you hear it?
No, and nothing except for something personal is going to be offensive to me at this point. I mean, I deserve some criticism based off of the year that I had last year and the year before that where I was injured. So it all comes down to health. When I'm healthy, good things usually follow.
And mindset going into the weekend.